You know what ISO 42001 requires. You understand the clauses, the controls, the objectives. But how do you actually implement it? In this episode, I'm giving you a practical 6-phase roadmap that takes you from zero to certified. Whether you are a consultant leading the project or an internal team building your aims, this is your game plan. Here is the big picture. Phase 1 is gap analysis. You assess where you are today against the standards requirements. Phase 2 is scope and context. You define your aims boundaries. Phase 3 is risk assessment and treatment. Phase 4 is building the aims, your policies, procedures, and controls. Phase 5 is internal audit and management review. And Phase 6 is certification audit. A typical implementation takes 12 to 24 weeks depending on your organization's size and maturity. Phase 1 is your gap analysis. You go through every clause and every annex of control, and you assess your current state. Where are you compliant? Where are the gaps? This gives you a clear picture of the work ahead. Phase 2 is scope and context. You define which AI systems are in scope, identify your interested parties, and document your internal and external issues. This maps directly to clauses 4.1 through 4.4. Get the scope right, and everything else falls into place. Phase 3 is risk assessment and treatment, which we covered in the last episode. You identify AI risks, analyze and evaluate them, then create your risk treatment plan and statement of applicability. Phase 4 is the heavy lifting, building your aims. You draft your AI policy, implement the annex of controls you selected, create procedures and work instructions, train your people, and start operating. This phase typically takes the longest, 6 to 12 weeks. Phase 5 is internal audit and management review. You audit your own aims against the standard. Find non-conformities before the auditors do. Then hold a management review where top management evaluates the system's performance and makes decisions. Phase 6 is the certification audit. Stage 1 is a documentation review. The auditors check your policies, procedures, and so. Stage 2 is the on-site audit, where they verify implementation. If you pass, you get your ISO 42001 certificate. Here are the mistakes I see most often. First, scoping too broadly. Start with your highest risk AI systems, not everything at once. Second, treating it as a documentation exercise. Auditors want evidence of implementation, not just paperwork. Third, ignoring Annex C objectives. Your aims must address the 11 AI objectives, not just the 38 controls. Fourth, no management commitment. Without leadership buy-in, the project stalls. And fifth, skipping the internal audit. This is your dress rehearsal, do not skip it. That is your complete implementation roadmap for ISO 42001. 6 phases, gap analysis to certification. In the next episode, we go deeper into Clause 7 and 8, the support and operations that keep your aims running. Subscribe to Secure AI Academy and I will see you in the next one.